Welcome to the show, folks. Welcome to the show. We're talking top 10 NBA players of all time. You know me, I'm official Trojan, and I'm about to break this thing down for you. We're talking legends, we're talking icons, we're talking about the guys who made this league what it is. Get ready to relive some of the greatest moments in basketball history. The buzzer beaters, the championship parades, the sheer dominance that made these players household names. We're going to dive deep into their careers, their impact, and why they deserve a spot on this list. This ain't no popularity contest, folks. This is about legacy, about impact, about who was really running the show when it mattered most. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on one heck of a ride through basketball history. First up, we got to start with the man himself, Michael Jordan. 6 championships with the Chicago Bulls, 6 finals MVPs, and a highlight reel that'll make your jaw drop. We're talking about a guy who dominated on both ends of the court, a stone-cold killer with the rock in his hands, the fadeaway, the tongue wagging, the sheer intensity. Jordan was must-see TV every single night. And don't even get me started on his impact on the game. He transcended basketball, became a global icon. Sneakers, commercials, Space Jam. Jordan was everywhere, and he sold everything. But let's be clear, it was his game that did the talking. He elevated everyone around him, made his teammates better. Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, even Phil Jackson. They all reached legendary status alongside MJ. 6 championships in an 8-year span. Tell me that's not dominance. Tell me that's not greatness. You can't, because Michael Jordan set the bar, and honestly, it's a bar that very few have even come close to reaching. And that's why, my friends, when we talk about the greatest of all time, the conversation starts and ends with Michael Jordan. Now we gotta talk about LeBron James, the chosen one, King James. This man came into the league with more hype than maybe anybody ever, and you know what? He lived up to it. 4 championships, 4 MVPs, 4 finals MVPs. LeBron's resume speaks for itself. He's a physical specimen unlike anything we've ever seen, a combination of speed, power, and basketball IQ that's just unfair. From his time in Cleveland, taking them to the finals for the first time ever, to his Miami Heat's Big Three era, then back to Cleveland to end the city's championship drought. LeBron has been a walking highlight reel for 2 decades. And let's not forget about his impact off the court. LeBron is a businessman, a philanthropist, a voice for social justice. He's using his platform to make a difference, and you gotta respect that. Now, the GOAT debate between him and Jordan, that's a whole other show, folks. But one thing's for sure, LeBron James is undoubtedly one of the 2 greatest players to ever lace him up. The debate will rage on, but one thing's for sure. LeBron's impact on the game is undeniable, and his legacy as one of the all-time greats is already cemented. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the captain. 6 championships, 6 MVPs, the NBA's all-time leading scorer. Need I say more? This man revolutionized the center position with his signature skyhook, an unstoppable shot that nobody could block. He was a force of nature on the court, dominating both ends of the floor with his size, skill, and basketball IQ. But Kareem was more than just a basketball player. He was a social activist, a writer, a thinker. He used his platform to speak out against injustice and inequality, and he inspired generations to do the same. From his days as Lou Alcindor at UCLA to his legendary career with the Milwaukee Bucks and Los Angeles Lakers, Kareem left an indelible mark on the game. He was a champion, an MVP, a scoring machine, but most importantly, he was a man of substance who used his platform to make a difference. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a true legend both on and off the court. And that's why, my friends, when we talk about the greatest of all time, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's name belongs right up there at the top. Magic Johnson, the name says it all. 5 championships, 3 MVPs, 3 finals MVPs. This man brought Showtime to the Los Angeles Lakers and revolutionized the point guard position. His no-look passes, his dazzling ball handling, his infectious smile. Magic was pure joy to watch. He made the game fun, exciting, and he brought a whole new level of excitement to the NBA. His rivalry with Larry Bird is the stuff of legends, and it helped usher in a new era of basketball popularity. Those Lakers-Celtics battles were epic, and they captivated the entire nation. But beyond the flash and the flair, Magic was a winner. He elevated his teammates, made everyone around him better, and he always seemed to come up big in the clutch. Magic Johnson, a true icon of the game, and a player whose impact on basketball will be felt for generations to come. Larry Bird, the hick from French Lick as they called him. 3 championships, 3 MVPs, 2 finals MVPs. This man was a cold-blooded assassin on the court, with a trash-talking game as legendary as his jump shot. He was the ultimate competitor, a guy who wanted to win at all costs. He didn't care about flash, he didn't care about style points, he just cared about winning. And win he did, leading the Boston Celtics to 3 championships in the 1980s and engaging in one of the greatest rivalries in sports history with Magic Johnson. Bird's game was all about fundamentals, the perfect jump shot, the pinpoint passes, the relentless hustle. He was a coach's dream, a player who understood the game at its highest level. Larry Bird, a true legend of the game, and a player who embodied the spirit of competition. Shaquille O'Neal, the Big Diesel, Superman. This man was simply unstoppable. 4 championships, 3 finals MVPs, 15 All-Star selections. Shaq was a force of nature unlike anything the league had ever seen. At 7'1" and over 300 pounds, he was a man amongst boys, dunking on opponents with ferocious power and backing down defenders like they were children. He was a walking highlight reel, every dunk a seismic event. His partnership with Kobe Bryant in Los Angeles created one of the most dominant dynasties in NBA history, and his impact on the game is undeniable. Shaq was more than just a dunker, though. He was a skilled passer, a surprisingly good free throw shooter at times, and a charismatic personality who transcended the game. Shaquille O'Neal, a true original and one of the most dominant players to ever set foot on an NBA court. Tim Duncan, the big fundamental. 5 championships, 3 finals MVPs, 2 regular season MVPs. This man was the epitome of consistency and excellence. He wasn't flashy, he didn't crave the spotlight, but he was the cornerstone of the San Antonio Spurs dynasty that dominated the league for nearly 2 decades. Duncan was a master of the fundamentals, the bank shot, the footwork, the defensive positioning. He was a coach's dream, a player who could be counted on to make the right play every single time. His partnership with Coach Greg Popovich is the stuff of legends, and together they created a culture of winning in San Antonio that was the envy of the league. Tim Duncan, a true champion, a model of consistency, and one of the greatest power forwards to ever play the game. Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba. 5 championships, 2 finals MVPs, 1 regular season MVP. This man was a walking highlight reel, a scorer for the ages, and a fierce competitor who modeled his game after his idol, Michael Jordan. His work ethic was legendary, his drive to be the best unmatched. He was a relentless competitor who wanted to win at all costs, and he inspired a generation of players with his passion and dedication. From his early days as a high-flying rookie to his later years as a seasoned veteran, Kobe was must-see TV every single night. His fadeaway jumper was unguardable, his footwork impeccable, and his killer instinct unmatched. Kobe Bryant, a true icon of the game, and a player whose legacy extends far beyond the basketball court. Wilt Chamberlain, the Big Dipper. 2 championships, 4 regular season MVPs, 10 scoring titles. This man was a statistical anomaly, a physical freak of nature who rewrote the record books. His 100-point game is the stuff of legends, a feat that may never be duplicated. He was a scoring machine unlike anything the league had ever seen, averaging over 50 points per game for an entire season. At 7 feet 1 inch and over 250 pounds, he was simply bigger and stronger than everyone else on the court. He could score at will, rebound with ease, and dominate on both ends of the floor. Wilt Chamberlain, a true pioneer of the game, and a player whose legend will live on forever. Bill Russell, the Lord of the Rings. 11 championships in 13 seasons. That's not a typo, folks. This man was the ultimate winner, the heart and soul of the Boston Celtics dynasty that dominated the 1960s. He wasn't flashy, he wasn't about stats, he was about one thing and one thing only, winning. And win he did, more than any player in NBA history. Russell was a defensive genius, a master of blocking shots and controlling the paint. He revolutionized the center position with his athleticism and his basketball IQ. He was also a pioneer for civil rights, speaking out against racism and injustice at a time when it was dangerous to do so. Bill Russell, a true champion on and off the court, and a player whose legacy will endure for generations to come. So there you have it, folks. My top 10 NBA players of all time. From Michael Jordan's aerial artistry to LeBron James's all-around dominance, from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's unstoppable skyhook to Magic Johnson's Showtime flair, these legends have left an indelible mark on the game of basketball. Who do you think is the greatest NBA player of all time? Let us know in the comments. Was it MJ's dominance, LeBron's longevity, or maybe someone else entirely? The debate will rage on forever, but one thing's for sure. We're lucky to have witnessed the greatness of these incredible athletes. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more basketball content.